Hello, how are we all this wonderful Monday or whatever day it is with you? This week, what I want to do is revisit my dream diary. It's a process that I've been doing for a long time. It's amazing. I love it, and I hope you do too. So I'm going to reshare a video with you this week that I recorded 2 or 3 years ago about my process, my dream diary. It's something that I'd heard about from, I think it was a coach called Sarah Morgan who first got me onto this, and I loved it and I did it, and it made such a massive difference in my life and the way I saw things and my manifestations and just my general energy and my vibe throughout the day, that I started then teaching it to my clients too. And it's something I've been talking about a lot this week with them. And so I wanted to share it here because I think it's really important that the more people know about this, the better. So with all that said, I'm going to show you the old video and I'll be back at the end and we can have a little chat about it. Hello, hi, how are we all? I'm sitting here in a cold Christchurch. New Zealand is in the middle of winter at the moment and it's cold. So I've got my coffee, I've got my heater, and I just want to chat to you today about something called the Dream Journal. So this is a process that I've known about this for quite a few years, but it's something that, like everything else, you start going down one of these paths of trying to change your life and doing your incarnations and your affirmations and your morning rants and all those bits and pieces. And this is one of those things that I'd heard of, but hadn't really put into practice. But let me tell you, when I started to put this into practice, along with everything else that I do, which is a whole nother video in itself, this one practice, this dream day practice, this changed everything, really. I mean, I can't speak highly enough of this process. It's incredible. And it's really easy. That's the other thing. It's really, really easy to do. 5 minutes is all you need to do this. Now, I recommend to my clients that we do this first thing in the morning when you get up. But truth be told, it could be done when you've just got to have no interruptions. So if you've got young kids and first thing in the morning's your busiest time of the day, don't do it then. Do it when you've got 5 minutes, like now, to sit down with a coffee and just write. So what you need a journal, you need a pen, and you need your imagination. That's pretty much it, right? So you get yourself a lovely journal and you get yourself a pen that you love writing with. And what you do is you write about your dream day. So that don't write in, when I've got this thing, I will have this. You write it as if it's now. So for example, for somebody who might be trying to manifest a new job, don't write like, today I'm really happy about the fact that I might get this new job or that I want this new job. You need to go, today I'm so excited, I'm sat at my desk in my new job, my dream job. This is what I'm going to be doing all day long, and build. So you're already there. You've already got it. That's why it's your dream. So you basically write down whatever comes to you. Whatever comes to you. It can be massive, and reality, the bigger the better, because this is your dream, right? This is your chance to absolutely dream big and to get everything that you want, that's in your daydreams, everything that's in here that you're craving and wishing you had in your life. You put it in the journal, you put it on the paper as if you have it right this minute. The bigger the better. So for me, I'd write something like, so I've for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to write a book. So I write, I'm so happy. I've woke up this morning and my book's at #1 in the Amazon charts. My podcast is getting more and more people listening to it week after week. So many more people are waking up to what they can do because of reading my book. So, it's massive. I could even go on. I could go, I'm being interviewed on the radio today about my new book because it's become a bestseller. It needs to be big, and you write it down and you write it in the present tense. So, I'm going to underneath this video give you a little snippet of one of mine, so you can see the way I write it. And there is no right or wrong way. That's the other thing to say with this. There is no right or wrong way to do this process. You just write what feels good and what you dream about in your day-to-day life, what you wish your day-to-day life was. I always start mine off with I'm sitting in the garden of my beautiful 2-story, 4-bedroomed house that I own outright. The sun is shining, I can hear the birds chirping, I've got a cup of hot coffee in my hands, and I feel amazing. So I always kind of start off with something like that, and then I go into, this is what's going to happen to me today. Today I might be going to have a massage. Today I might be working one-on-one with some clients who have joined my manifesting course. I might be writing or recording a podcast for my monthly subscription services. All things that I want to have in the future, but these are things that could be happening in my day if it was my dream day right now, right this minute. And to finish, once you've written, and you can write for as long or as little as you want, sometimes it might only be a couple of lines, sometimes you might do pages, just depends what comes to your head. When you've finished, write thank you, thank you, thank you, because that tells the universe that we are thankful and that we're ready and that we're grateful and that we're open to receive it all. So start trying to make this a part of your daily practice. Start making dream journaling something that you do every day. And as I said, first thing in the morning is brilliant, but more than anything, it's when you're not distracted. It's when you can sit and just be in the moment and be in your head and get all of that out on paper. Even last thing at night could be good, because if you did it last thing at night and you're thinking about the day coming, you're then putting yourself into a really massively high vibe, grateful state before you go to sleep. And when you go to sleep is when your subconscious mind starts doing its work. So if you do it last thing at night, you are setting the next day up to be amazing. If you do it first thing in the morning, you're setting this day up to be amazing. So whichever way works for you, find something that works and just go with it, because honestly, it is truly the most amazing practice and something I wish I'd been doing years and years ago. Yeah, let me know how you get on though. I would love to hear stories about how this helps, and even if it just makes you feel better because you're living in that world that you really want to be in. It just raises your vibration, it raises your happiness, it raises your energy, and that's got to be a really, really good thing. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was an old video, but actually it's really interesting for me hearing that and looking back on that I recorded, because, some of the things that I talk about in there, like having the book. I've written 2 books now since I did that. I have the podcast that I talked about since I've done that. I have the YouTube channel. So a lot of the things, obviously you're listening to this on one of those things. And so a lot of this, can you see how it works? I talked about that and now here it is. I'm doing it. It's come true. It's come to fruition. And so I dreamt big. At the time that I did that, there was no way that I thought I could have written a book and start a podcast and have a successful YouTube channel and all of those things. And yet, this is where I am right now, right? This is where I am. I have all of those things, and it's because of that process. So it's really interesting. You can do this You can start now. You can start with your dream diary. You can dream as big as you possibly want to go, and then revisit them, keep them. And in a year, 2, 3 years' time, come back and reread them and see how much of it has actually come true. It's a real eye opener when you get to do things like this, because it just shows you the magic of this. It shows you that it works, that there is absolute magic in writing things down, that there is absolute magic in dreaming, that there is absolute magic in dreaming big and going big and actually really focusing daily or weekly or monthly or however much you want to do this. But look how much it worked, right? Look how much of that I recorded 3 or so years ago, is now here, and I'm doing it, and it's in my life. And it's amazing to look back on those times. So I hope that's been really, really helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you use it. Go out there, dream big, get your dream diary started, carve out 5 or 10 minutes for yourself, either in the morning or at night, or whenever you have a spare bit of time throughout your day, and start doing this process. There's power in writing things down. So obviously we can all have this dream life of ours in our heads, but there is something magical that happens when you commit to writing it down on paper. Then you are actually almost sending out a shot of desire into the universe to say, this is what I want. I'm not just thinking about it anymore. I'm writing it down, and it's permanent, and this is what I want. And you get it. I am living proof of that just from that snippet that I played you, and what I'm saying right now, and what you can see of my life right now. So get out there, get yourself a journal, start dream diarizing, whatever the word is, and let me know how you get on with this, because I would love to know how many of you use this process or are going to use it, and what has come true. So that's it from me for this week, and I will see you again next week. Bye.